Hello folks, hello. So, not much going on at the moment, unfortunately. It's just a bit of the usual dog walk in a familiar place that I think we got the drone up here several videos ago. So, I don't know what this wind's doing folks. It's, I don't know if you'll be able to hear me or not, but we'll carry on. Well, first of all, just a hello to everybody in the world of YouTube and all my subscribers and everybody else. Yeah. So what am I talking about then? Well, I think I'll get to a bit of a less windier spot and we shall carry on. Right, so this will do, and hopefully I can talk to you and you can hear me. So just going to go over here a minute and moving up to one end of the old building, and yep, there it is. Right then folks, a familiar old spot. Well, looks like we've been here before anyway, and I wouldn't recommend jumping out the window, Charlie. Good lad. Right then, so, well, it's a funny old time at the moment, folks. It's coming up to the end of the year, and you know, behind the scenes there is a hell of a lot more that meets the eye, folks, and it's just it's getting harder and harder to actually come up with decent locations, folks. I'm not saying we're going to give up, because we're not, but it's literally quite difficult to come up with all these constant sort of like interesting explores, folks. And we got a few things against us at the moment. We've got the weather, first of all, and of course the time factor, folks. And I think Kerno will agree with me on this as well. Is basically it's getting harder to find the time, folks, because YouTube is great, folks. It really is, but it's a case of the more videos you do, then the more videos people come to expect, you know, which is you know, par for the course. But you know, there is such a thing, folks, as making videos for the sake of it, folks, without anything really sort of like interesting to, you know, to talk about or to show people. And I think that is becoming more of a universal sort of issue, folks. Is now there are some amazing videos out there, and there are some amazing channels and creators, and great, but I think one of the things that kind of peeves me a bit is this constant sort of like unwritten rule that you must produce videos all the time. You've got to keep banging them out like you're making cakes, you know. And I think that is pretty bad, really, because it means the content, folks, is really going to suffer, because it is absolutely impossible to keep coming up with wow, awesome, wow, look at that locations all the time. And obviously we're in Cornwall, and we've done a hell of a lot, folks. Between myself and Kerno, we have done a hell of a lot. We've covered some vast quantities of World War II history, and of course Cold War history, and just about everything else in between, folks. So I just thought I wanted to take the opportunity to speak to you guys and just say, look, you know, we are going to be carrying on, no doubt about that, but it's not always possible, folks, to produce these banging videos one after another all throughout the year, folks. It's very difficult, and some people have a lot of things going on in life behind the scenes, and YouTube is basically it's people just, you know, sharing their life with others, folks, and that's what it's about, really. And it's got to be a thing that you can't really do it to demand, folks. You've got to take your time. You've got to research places. You've got to find places first of all, then you've got to research them, and then you've got to figure out exactly when, where and how is the best way to go and look at these places. And of course everybody runs the risk of constantly covering old ground, folks. That's mean going back to places you've done and again, the same old stuff, and sooner or later people get fed up with it, you know. So what I'm saying is, folks, we are going to be slowing the channel right down now, basically, until we get into the new year, because it's getting very difficult at the moment, you know, to be getting out all the time. Time, like I said, is an issue. It's precious, folks, and if you get any time where you don't have to work, or you don't have to do, you know, commitments or jobs or anything else, then it's very precious, folks. It's a very precious thing to have a bit of free time. And myself and Charlie, we are literally united, and it's great. Now, having a dog is brilliant, folks, because it actually gets you out of the house all the time. And I think I owe a lot of the videos and things, and a lot of places we've been and stuff, probably, if I didn't have Charlie, folks, then we would never have found them, basically. And it's just a case of you know, walking around, and of course trying to come up with kind of like an even pace, you know, so not too many videos, not too few, but just at the right. But it's becoming harder and harder at the moment. Now, I've noticed as well, now please, I'm not criticising anybody at all in the remotest possible way, folks, but YouTube is becoming pretty much saturated, folks. It's lots and lots of people, different things. Some of them are, you know, a lot of them are great, but some of them, folks, they just sort of like seem like they're just going round in circles. And I don't really want TWEX to be one of those channels, folks. I want us to go forward, I want us to grow, and I want us to keep covering some impressive stuff. So hopefully, folks, we're going to be taking more time between our videos now to basically go out and research stuff, because it's very difficult to just keep coming up with stuff, folks, all the time. You know, it's very difficult, and sometimes there are long periods, weeks, days, or even months sometimes between finding these interesting places, and also subjects and things like that. And when you haven't got a lot of time, folks, it's actually quite difficult to actually keep coming up with stuff all of the time. So I'd just like to thank all of my lovely subscribers, all of the viewers as well, and TWEX is going to go forward, folks, but we're just, for now, until the end of this year, folks, we're going to be slowing down the pace a little bit, just to constantly sort of like, you know, we want to make sure we kick out golden gems, folks. That's what we want to kick out, golden gems, not really you know, golden nuggets, if you know what I mean. So golden gems, and we're going to be doing a bit behind the scenes, and we're going to keep going, but things are going to slow down, folks. But thanks for watching, and fear not, TWEX will return. Thanks, folks.